Relaxed sheep spectating to start, but hopefully it's going to brighten up as well. So yeah, over the first 6 holes here, and there's my early morning gallery. That's on, nothing special, that should be fine. Obviously quite a bit of rise and fall on this one. That was quite sharply uphill. There's your view back to the tee. Go on. Oof. Nice start. I scared the hole a bit out of that one. A little gentle borrow on this green, gradually sloping from from back to front, with a slight tear at the front. But yeah, nice fair opening hole. And obviously avoid the bunker, which is why I was sort of playing a little bit off the flag. There we go. Not a good swing. Not in the bunker, but hopefully enough green to work with. Conscious to the tee. I'll get my divot bag now. I didn't think I'd leave it short. Go on. Ah, never turned. Well, that's just the reading on the putt from me. That's absolutely fine. Long par threes are always tricky, especially second hole up. It's got a tear in this green actually, towards the right hand side, well actually on the left and the right, and a little sort of ridge in the middle, so towards where my trolley is, and a little tear up there, and also there, very difficult pin placement if you're there. And then there's your view back towards the tee. But nice so far, very nice. Well, certainly opened up the corner, up the hole, and further right than I wanted to be. Let's see. There we go. Bit of a larrup there. Never mind. So here we are on the dogleg corner, where the greenkeeper is where the tees are. I was just in there underneath those magnificent trees. Obviously you want to block out that tree, avoid that tree, sorry, for your second shot into the green. And obviously quite a swale to come over there. Go. Go in. That's beautiful. Oh, it's run on actually. I thought it was going to stop. But yeah, there's a big tear to come up there. So yeah, you can really see it from here, from this angle. Big 2-tiered green. That was close. That's absolutely fine. Not the best of drives or second shots. But yeah, quite a tricky green this actually. Upper tier where I'm standing. and then it fans down towards the fairway, and then off to the right as you approach in, and a couple of bunkers as you come in. So yeah, good hole that. So a little bit quirky, after you play the third, you're actually to the fifth tees here, that's the ladies' tees, but you have to walk across to the fourth before playing the fifth. It's dry. Gorgeous little hole this, and obviously here you're actually part of the big walled garden, I think, which comes into play on the next. Yeah, very pleasant. It's pretty good. Yeah, nice up and down that. Glary look back to the tee, right into the sun here, sadly, but beautiful pond actually, lovely lilies and stuff on there, and there's your view back to the tee. Not in trouble with the wall or something. Part of my mouth there. So here we are on 5. I'm standing right on the corner by the wall. Obviously fantastic tower of trees there. I'm off to the right but safe, which is great. Just panning round. It's a sharp dog leg around to the left. Just waiting for the green to be cut. I'll just put the flag back in, thank you. And obviously you can see with the wall, it's a natural barrier. So yeah, challenging. Yeah, looks like we are difficult into the sun always, but yeah, happily on there. Obviously hold right in the middle. So yeah, tricky putt there, as you can see. Multiple tiers again on here, one short, one at the front, the whole location where it is currently, and then a raised section towards the back. So yeah, tricky green to go with the difficult drive, bunker short as well. Happy, very happy to walk away with a par. Didn't too far. I'm not sure on that. There's actually no flag in the hole at the moment, but we'll see. So obviously sharp dog leg to the left here, and a view back to the tee in the glare there. Round. There we go. So between the 6th and the 7th tee, you have to cross the little access road, as you do from the clubhouse to the first tee, but nice and quiet. Huge swing, but should be okay. It's difficult into the sun again. Just short. So yeah, challenging shot, difficult to judge. Haven't found many markers, only found a 100-yard marker so far. So was guessing a bit in the distance there, and as you view back up to the tee, but all downhill off the tee shot. Yeah, nice up and down again. Happy to walk away with another par there, very much so. It's a narrow green actually, and steeply uphill. Second shot in, fairly flat as the green goes. Slight slope on it from left to right as you look at it off the tee. But yeah, that's a difficult hole actually. Oops, excuse the wobble. Yeah, but good. Very happy with the par again. So just a quick reminder, when you go from the 7th to the 8th tee, that's the 18th tee to the right. You need to go up that little gap and follow the horse's field on your right hand side. Come in. Yeah, that fed in nicely. I didn't think it was too long, but it's only kicked in nicely. Nice little view from here. Slightly raised obviously, but over some farmyard, but yeah, very nice. So just by the 8th green, lovely view here, nice little church down there as well, and I was incredibly fortunate. It must have run round this bank and run right up, but a beautiful tree here and a lovely missel thrush singing as well. So yeah, let's see if I can make a birdie. That'd be a real bonus. So that is a jammy one, but I'm not going to complain at all. Greens here are lovely. They've got their club competition, the club weekend, also competition weekend this weekend coming up. So yeah, the course is in tip-top condition certainly, and yeah, I'm reaping the rewards. Lovely, very enjoyable. Just to the left of the Master's Head, which could be a pond. Reminds me of a hole at Monmouth actually, a quirky when we drive up. It might be a left uphill to the flag, we'll find out. Not a good contact. So yeah, obviously not in the ideal spot here, but far enough around the corner to not be in the worst trouble. Yeah, it's pretty good. Close to the railway line here, just heard a couple of trains going past. But yeah, it's very enjoyable this so far. So yeah, obviously all downhill this one. More in that than I thought. Oops. That was a little too casual, but that's absolutely fine. That's a very nice 9 holes. Just before I forget, they've actually marked out the positions for the weekend, pin placements. So there's a white one down there and a yellow one down there for the weekend. So the 2 different ones. I just spoke to the greenkeeper, they would confirm that. Okay, that's nice. Yeah, very nice. Actually felt like a nice strike, that one. No. Got a feeling that could be a bit too far. Not sure. Nice and straight shot. Nice tee shot too. And it looks like there's a crossing fairway here. I think that's the 14th tee down that way, and then back to the tee, and then I think that's up the 14th. a little strong. Cool. Never mind. It's fine. Quite a long green this, slightly sloping down towards me. So yeah, I think it probably shot on my second shot, but that's absolutely fine. A couple of bunkers as well on the left hand side, and a quick view back down the hole. And there you go. Not a very good strike, but yeah, take that all day long. Go on. Go. Yeah, nice par. Bunkers either side and one short. A little bit of thickish rough as well short, and a green sloping back to front. And there's your view back to the tee. Not the best strike, but that's absolutely fine. Not on the railway line, which is great. So here's your look back to the tee. I always try and play the course as relaxed as I can, so I just call the member through here, and there is your view to the green. So I'm debating what club to play. Right, if you can please. Oh, skirted the bunker. Go. Oh, not enough. Quite a slope actually down towards the camera, and also towards the fairway. Smallish green actually for a long par 4. So yeah, had my shot been probably about 6 feet further right, that could have been a very different story, but never mind, walk away. And that's absolutely fine. Yeah. Interesting to watch my feet back on that, but that's absolutely slapping the fairway, which is great. Here's a quick view back while I'm waiting for the green to be done. On 13, back to the tee. Nice mature trees either side, nice wide fairway, and you should see the guy just clearing the green up there. Safe, but that's way across it. It's a par 5, saving grace. Go on. I think I can probably have that. Yeah, standard par 5 that one. Bunkers either side, slightly elevated green. Again sloping back to front and slightly down to the right. Bunkers either side, as I said. Bunker short and beautifully presented fairway back down there. Very nice. fine. Just run out fairway on the right. It's okay there. All uphill this, gently. Keep left. That's very short. Not good. Never mind. So obviously there's your view back downhill towards the tee. Go. Yeah, it's back pin high. Oh, around the world and in. That's a nice save. Very nice save. So deceptive, obviously, about the second shot is the critical one. Need to make sure you get that one in. And up, smallish, flattish green, slight slopes on it, and then view back down the hole. You're lucky. It's okay, but that's shocking drive. Too far. That's alright. Obviously not position A, that. So here's a look back towards the tee from a more conventional spot on the fairway. This is between the ditch, the stake ditch, and there's your look up to the green. Online. I really don't know the distance here. So lap of the gods. That was a decent shot. That is pretty good. As was the recovery shot actually, so yeah. Managed to get pretty close to the green, so there's your view back down the hole. Yeah, well, I found my drive. I would definitely have taken a 5, so yeah, very good. Greens are lovely actually, really, really good, really warming to them. Slices back. Awful shot, going for the hero one there. Never mind. There's a look back to the tee on 16. Obviously I'm not playing this in the ideal way. Off to the right there. And then there's a big gathering bowl down there. So you can run it on if you're so inclined. Pretty good from there. So yeah, if I'd have duffed it slightly better, I might have made it down the bank, but yeah, interesting hole, lots of possibilities on that one. And again, another little bonus look back. That's it. That's frustrating. Felt quite confident in there actually. So that's the first one of those I think I've really underhit. Big slope on this, on the left or the right. But yeah, nice hole there. Good there. Okay. So, new repair job. Didn't want to be short actually. It's tricky. And the train goes past, a quick view back to the tee, but yeah, there's a looks like an upturned saucepan or upturned saucer lid, that one, and back to the tee. My word, that's slick. As you can be bull going back up the hill. Yeah, that's a tricky putt. So yeah, shortish hole, but some nasty pin placements on there, no doubt. Around a bit more. Nice strike though. One thing that is confusing about the course is there's quite a few crossovers. So this one is obviously crossing over to the green here as well. So there's do with a little bit better signpostage actually. A couple more arrows would be very, very handy. So I think that's the 7th green there, and I think this is the 14th. So there's a few crossovers, but on the whole, very, very good, very enjoyable indeed, and great condition. Oh, blocked out. The right club, I think. Never mind. So there's a view back to the tee. Just found a 150 marker actually, by the fairway bunkers, and there is your view to the 18th green at Coed-Y-Mwstwr. Keep going. What a disgusting strike. Miss an uphill putt. Dead. Not the perfect finish, but a very nice round. I'll reposition for an outro, but yeah, I really enjoyed that. It's a great course. So, just to sum up my round at Coed-Y-Mwstwr, very, very enjoyable indeed. Lovely condition course. They've got their championships this weekend. Good luck to everybody in that. And the course is absolutely looking fantastic. They've done a great job. Greens are running really, really nicely. Fairways super bouncy. Obviously the weather we've had has been really, really helpful. But yeah, overall, just a really, really nice, easy going parkland course. A few little hills in the first 6 holes. A few little ones now and again on the back 9. But very walkable, very manageable indeed, and very enjoyable. You know, it's certainly not that punitive. Only hit a few trees, which is good with my gangster slice going on. And I've got to say, you know, a very, very enjoyable course. One little thing is the signage, because obviously with some crossing fairways and stuff like that, it's a little bit confusing. I got lost going from 7 to 8, and a few little other minor things. Obviously be wary with crossing fairways when it's busy, but it was certainly very nice and quiet when I played. And no distance markers that are easy to find. I've found a few, but very few and far between. So again, that makes it a bit more of a challenge for people like me that don't use GPS. But on the whole, very, very enjoyable. Really glad I've played it. I've had a few requests to come and play it. I'm really, really glad that they've invited me and I've come along and done it. So yeah, very enjoyable indeed, and I do really recommend it. That's Frank the Tank, the mascot.